Hello and welcome to Overtime. I'm Jeff Brightwell with Sunny Day looming Wednesday. We're at the Memphis Athletic Complex football training facility. And don't forget, Wednesday morning from 9 until 11 on the Memphis Tiger Network, we'll have a special Signing Day show live again here on the Memphis Tiger Network. Men's basketball team continues its winning ways. Women's basketball had a 1-1 week. Women's tennis got back to its winning ways, and track and field continues to break records. We got a lot to cover, so let's get started with men's basketball. Men's basketball hosted Tulsa Saturday afternoon at FedEx Forum, looking for its 12th consecutive win. Jared Brown was at FedEx Forum.
Memphis jumped out early in the first half thanks to a series of big plays from DJ Steffens, who put up 9 points in the first 5 minutes of play, leading the Tigers to a 14-4 run over the first 5:15. Memphis built a 13-point lead, but Tulsa strung together an 8-0 run of its own, cutting the lead to 5. Tigers defense came up big over the next 10 minutes, posting 9 blocks, 4 of them courtesy of Steffens, and 6 steals to create offense and a series of runs to go up 17 at half, 49-32. Steffens had a double-double, 15 points and 10 rebounds in the half. In the second half, the Tigers continued to light it up all over the floor, shooting over 50% from behind the arc in the second half. The Tigers were led by Antonio Barton, who went 5 from 8 from the field, including 3 triples for 13 points in the half. Chris Crawford added to the shooting clinic, going 2 for 3 from outside. Tarek Black kept the crowd on its feet with 8 points and dominated the glass in the second half with 4 boards, finishing with 9. Memphis continued to build its lead throughout the remainder of the half, shooting 48.5% from the field. The Tigers put together a complete performance, rolling to a 94-64 win. Once again, 4 Tigers scored double-digit points, with Barton leading the way with 16 points, Steffens posting a double-double with 15 points, 13 rebounds, along with 5 blocks, Crawford with 13 points, and Shaq Goodwin added 10.
Always, it takes one game to start some momentum, and you just keep winning games. You keep finding ways to win games. It gives you a lot of momentum. But with that, also, sometimes teams can tend to lose focus a little bit. Then that's how you take an L. But in this, we have to stay focused. We have to stay hungry and know that we have 2 great games coming up.
Memphis still sits atop Conference USA undefeated in league play. Memphis currently 18-3, 7-0 in Conference USA, and Southern Miss right behind Memphis, 17-4 overall, and the Golden Eagles are 6-4. The Memphis Tigers head to Dallas Wednesday evening. They'll face SMU at Moody Coliseum, a game you can watch on the Memphis Tiger Network All Access. Then a big matchup in Hattiesburg Saturday afternoon when the Tigers face the other undefeated team in the league, Southern Mississippi. Moving along to women's basketball, where Melissa McFerrin's Tigers went 1-1 last week after a nice win Thursday night against the Rice Owls. The Tigers suffered a tough loss at Marshall Sunday afternoon, falling 55-54. The Herd knocked down 10 three-pointers in that ball game, and that dropped Memphis to 4-4 in Conference USA. Memphis currently sits 6th place in Conference USA, currently tied with Southern Mississippi. Melissa McFerrin's Tigers have the week off until they go to Orlando Sunday afternoon for a matchup with Central Florida. That game will be on the Memphis Tiger Network All Access. Women's tennis put together another dominating performance as they shut out Morehead State 7-0. The women get a break before returning to action on the 15th when they host number 60, Kansas State. Track and field was in South Bend, Indiana over the weekend for the Mayo Invitational hosted by Notre Dame. And the women's 4x4 relay team of Monica Mason, Kayla Thunderberg, Deanna Neal, and Maya Williamson broke their own program record with a time of 3:42.69 for a 4th place finish. Both men's and women's track and field teams head on the road next weekend to Birmingham, Alabama for the Sanford Vulcan Invitational. Time now for our weekly edition of Tiger Talk, and this week we caught up with Tiger football's Akeem Davis. What a special season your last year. It was Justin's first season, and guys got off to a little bit of a rough start, but you could start to see the improvement each game, and then the wins started coming in, knocked off Rice to get your first win. Then you end the season wins over 3 of the oldest rivals of the University of Memphis, Tulane. You beat UAB in Birmingham. You bring home the Battle for the Bones Trophy. Then you beat Southern Miss. So what a great way to end your career.
Oh, yes, sir. And with those, when we always talk about, finishing strong and overcoming adversity and, playing for each other, and that just exemplified what we was about. That just was a testament to our character, the team's character, you know, the coach's character, everybody who had something to do with this program as far as building the program here. You know, it just was a testament to us and finishing strong and just what we always talked about.
Take a look back at your career, on the field, off the field. It's obviously been ups and downs. There's been struggles and memorable moments we talked about. You went through 3 head coaches. I know while you were here, you had the passing of your mother, but so many good things too. I guess everything that went into it, the highs and lows, is kind of what helped build your character. Absolutely,
man. It was a culmination of all those things. One of my old football coaches, old Coach Jay Hobson, who's now the head coach at Alcorn, he would always tell us that life and football is about adversity. You know, don't nothing teach you about the life like the game of football does. And just like, you know, you can throw a bomb and be up 7 points, you know, the opposing team can run the kickoff back, and now, you know, now the game tied. And in life, you know, one day you're here, the next day you're gone. You know, one day you playing for one guy and the next day you playing for another guy. And it's just all about adjusting the setbacks, adjusting to the setbacks and making the comeback. And you know, just always putting your best foot forward and, you know, keeping the Lord first in everything you do, man. That's been big for me. And you know, I wouldn't change it for the world, man. I mean, those adversities, like you just alluded earlier, made me the person who I am now. And if those wouldn't have happened, I probably wouldn't be here talking to you today, Jeff. So it's been great, man. It's been awesome, and I wouldn't change it for the world.
Akeem, as we wrap things up, tell us what's next for you. Pro ball, you're going to get into your career. I know you've gone bachelor's and master's degree, so obviously you're going to be set up really nice. So what's in the immediate future for you?
Well, right now, the immediate future, right now I'm currently training for the NFL for my pro day. You know, working hard every day and trying to, you know, just do the best I can to impress the scouts. You know, hopefully I can play on the next level. I feel like I can compete on the next level, definitely. But, you know, hopefully if somebody, you know, give me a chance to show what I can do, to showcase my skills and my ability, to prove that I'll be an asset for their ball club. And, you know, if that, just say that doesn't work out, I want to, you know, my dream job is to really be an athletic director. I want to be an athletic director on the high school level. I want to be able to continue to build and sustain personal relationships with the people around me, you know, the kids, the adults, the teachers, and be able to sustain those relationships throughout the course of a lifetime. I just want to be able to touch lives, man, and just be a positive impact on people's lives and help in the way that I can. And, you know, that's my dream, and you know, live a happy life and just be a blessing to whomever I come in contact with.
Well, I think anyone would be lucky to work in your athletic department. Akeem, it's been a joy to watch you play and be around you the last few years here at the University of Memphis, your career, and we thank you so much for joining us today.
Yes, sir, and my pleasure, Jeff.
You can catch the complete interview with Akeem Davis on the Memphis Tiger Network's YouTube page. Well, we were going to do a highlight reel of all the plays for men's basketball Saturday afternoon, but they all belong to DJ Steffens. So let's take a look at DJ. That'll wrap it up for another edition of Overtime, and we've been thinking about some catchy ways to sign off for our new show here on the Memphis Tiger Network. And if you want to give your suggestions, you can go to the Memphis Tiger Network's Facebook or Twitter. Give us your suggestions. You can also get latest video and behind-the-scenes footage on our YouTube page. And for all official releases, go to GoTigersGo.com. I'm Jeff Brightwell for another edition of Overtime.